247 Niger TV.
It's a beautiful afternoon right here in Nigeria, and it's just a few hours to general elections right here in Nigeria. Well, they've gone around the country from Sokoto to Bayelsa, from Port Harcourt to Lagos, from Benue to Uyo, right here in Akwa Ibom, Nigeria. And they've canvassed for your votes. They've tried to serenade you to make you accept their ideologies, accept the messages of transformation, of change. And in a few hours, we're going to know who you want to be your president this year 2015. My name is Courage Mbon, and this is Frontlines on 247 Niger TV. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, nice to be here, Courage, and we are in very high spirits ahead of the elections on Saturday.
Okay, it seems like this is what we've been waiting for. This is the climax of weeks of political activities and politicking.
It's actually a defining moment for Nigeria, because Saturday would define the future of this country. Saturday would define what the people of Nigeria actually would go for. And of course, your guess is as good as mine as to what the people would go for. It's forward Nigeria. It's good luck Nigeria.
Okay, I really would want to stay with you on that. But let's also welcome my friend and brother Ubong Inyang. Good to see you.
Good afternoon, Courage. Good to be on the studio with you.
Yes. So, 2015 general elections, you seem to be in high spirits.
Yeah, incisively, the time has come for Nigerians to make a change.
Okay.
And I heard my co-debater saying forward Nigeria, and I know it's high time for Nigeria to make that decisive change they have been waiting for. So come Saturday, you can see the street is full of people and everybody's in high spirits, and we'll certainly make that change Saturday.
The die is cast, and the two of them seem to be I've got the two of them where I really want them to be. I have Aniekeme Finbarr saying it should be forward Nigeria, it should be good luck Nigeria, and I have Ubong Inyang saying change. That's one word many people don't want to hear right now, but I'm very excited to have them right here in the studios, and we will start not from their diverging opinions, but from the side of Nigerians, because they are both Nigerians and they are young persons in Nigeria. So I'm going to start with you, Aniekeme Finbarr. As a Nigerian, would you say you are satisfied with the quality of campaigning done by both parties, the APC and the PDP?
Yeah, Courage, you must start by taking us back down memory lane, down to when we started elections in Nigeria before independence, 1962, the rest of the elections in the country, down to the democratic era, where we were able to have democratic elections, the changeover of government, 99, 2003, 2007, 2011, and now the 2015 general elections. And of course, you would notice there has been tremendous growth, there has been tremendous improvement in the electoral process. You must give kudos to the candidates and the party. This time we've had relative peace, apart from pockets of violence here and there, pockets of unnecessary emotions, because most of these things are born out of unnecessary enthusiasm on the part of the supporters, where you've had people stealing vehicles of some contenders, and of pockets of violence in many places. But generally, we must say it's been peaceful, the atmosphere has been conducive, and we've had different strategies by different candidates, canvassing for these votes, and actually telling the people, depending on the audiences, what they need to hear, and the gospel, and preaching it across. It's been fantastic. I think so far we can rate ourselves a little above average, at least for the temperaments, different from at other times where we used to have some outright confrontation, some outright violence, some escalation of lots of tension. But now it's relatively okay, even despite the security nature of the country. In some parts of the country, we still have had peace. The candidates have gone around every nook and cranny. There's been nobody barring anybody from going anywhere to campaign. And
coming out in elections, I see it as a developmental stage in Nigeria. When you look at the two parties in contending forces, APC and PDP, now you see a lot of work has been done by both parties, both in talking to people, in the grassroots as well as in the city. So for me, I think is a defining moment in Nigerian politics. you are seeing the evolution of parties. Parties are being stabilized, and you see the contenders join forces together, and they are coming up with propagandas, initiatives, and it's not just campaign. I was going through some of the profiles of those that are vying for offices in Nigeria, and you see quality brains, young people. Now it means that Nigeria has come to a stage whereby young people are allowed to contest elections, and it speaks well. It speaks well about democracy. So a lot of things are being in the air, and we believe that this is a defining moment for us in Nigeria.
Aniekeme Finbarr, do you think the campaigns are issue-based?
Yeah, of course, I have been scoring us based on percentages, not completely, not absolutely. We're still a very diverse country, and of course, there are tendencies to whip up certain sentiments. Yeah, on the average, there are still issues that are being tackled upon, but again, we may say this time it's been more of propaganda, it's been more of mudslinging, it's been more of name calling, it's been more on trading on certain sentiments, especially from the path of the opposition, and they've actually used the social media. They've whipped up the sentiments on our internet-based media, and it's been going viral. Lots of falsehoods sometimes being bumped up, lots of religious sentiments, lots of ethnic sentiments. Most of this propaganda just whipped up, and as far as the issues are concerned, sometimes I'm afraid to say the candidates leave the issues most times and dwell on personalities and dwell on mudslinging, and sometimes you see open confrontation from some of the spokespersons of these political parties. It does not appear to augur well, but there's little that can be done because this is the season for it, and we are sure that after this season all these things will actually die down. It comes with the season.
You don't seem to agree.
I don't know to an extent, but basically I would say yes, because Nigeria is an advanced nation. We are growing, we're a developing country. So the card reader has been tested. It was tested in six states.
It had discrepancies, it had issues.
Yeah, definitely. But you see, the like I was listening to Tuesday Live yesterday night, the Aniekeme boss was speaking. He said the effect, the errors of the card readers were minimized, so let's say 20%.
Aniekeme Finbarr, card readers or not?
Card readers, yes. Every confident candidate, every confident party like the PDP would go for the card reader system. Everyone is actually advocating everyone is saying either we use card reader or not, and some persons feel it's the PDP that is chickening out. No, we want the card readers. There were distribution of voter cards, but unknown to certain persons, even where those places that we have high records of PVCs recorded, it is actually one traditional ruler, one village head in northern Nigeria who got that of 2,000 people, and unknown to him, he cannot use that card reader on Saturday because one fingerprint, if you try it again, the card reader is going to reject it. And so Nigerians would go to test the polls. Let's know who really got his PVC and who has a right to actually exercise his franchise.
You're still on to Frontlines, coming your way on 247 Niger TV. My name is Courage Mbon, and I've had Aniekeme Finbarr and Ubong Inyang. We'll go on a short break and we'll be right back after now. Please stay. Frontlines, only on 247 Niger TV. Welcome back. We're still on the Frontlines right here on 247 Niger TV, and we're talking elections, we're talking 2015 and Nigeria. I still have right here in the house Aniekeme Finbarr and Ubong Inyang. Thank you for staying with us, gentlemen.
Yeah, good to be on.
Okay. Let's move on now. Let's delve into the crux of the matter. Buhari and Jonathan. I'll start with you, Finbarr.
President Jonathan is the best thing that's happened to Nigeria since you can say when, and because President Jonathan has performed creditably well, and the facts and the truth are there on the table for every Nigerian to assess. And let me begin by saying that I know the APC preaches change, the APC advocates for change, but since 2011 there's been a quiet, steady revolution of change that has been taking place in Nigeria. For instance, in many specifics, you look at the power sector, the way the president was able to break out that cabal that held onto the power sector. That was change.
Do we have any recordable improvement in the power sector?
Of course, there's been. The statistics are there. Courage in many things. You look at the economy. After Nigeria's economy was rebased, Nigeria has become the strongest economy in Africa. These statistics are not just based on emptiness. They are based on the GDP, the GNP. They are based on things that are on ground, and that's change. making Nigeria the largest economy in Africa. You look at the second Niger bridge, for instance. Every past president made empty promises on putting out that bridge. But my brothers from the southeast will know that it is President Jonathan who had that strong will to set the machinery in motion. That is change. You also look at, for instance, the East-West Road. Lots of politics played over it, especially during the year reign of General Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Nobody had the courage to do that particular road. The East-West Road, it's on and will be completed. That is change, according to President Goodluck Jonathan. There are many things I can mention, and you have a limited time. The trends are back. The groundnut mills are bringing in to spring up in the north.
You have people arguing that the trends are back, yes, but it's like taking the country many years backward, because even presidential Edoyin Okukwe said some time ago that yes, the trends are back, but they're not the quality. You cannot compare them with the quality you have even in South Africa.
No, we have to begin with a process. Now, these trends can be put to a couple of uses. They may not even be passenger trains. Over time, we will have some means of moving a large bulk of goods across the country. Nigeria is a very large place, and we need diverse means of transport. It is a step in the right direction. We had previous administrations who didn't even do a thing about it, and this is a president who has that commitment, who has that passion to change things, and things are changing, and Nigerians are seeing that tangible change. Development is taking place in various sectors of the economy. The revolution in the agri sector, the fertilizer cabal that made sure nobody could buy fertilizers were not well distributed in the country. That is the change we're talking about. The change is taking place. You look at security, lots of international politics on the play, including the United States refusing to sell out arms to Nigeria. But at the end of the day, the president, fully committed to securing the country, was able to get his way out. You've noticed what has happened in the past few weeks, reclaiming the lost cities, Burma, the ones in Borno and Adamawa State. That's the kind of change we're talking about. The gang up is big. The gang up against the president, the administration may be big, but it doesn't change the fact that the president has a strong commitment, the capacity. He has the education, he has the experience in governance and in politics, and he's taking the nation. He may have a humble disposition, he may not be proud about it, he may not be very boisterous and very hard in talking about it. But when you're looking at the indices, when you're looking at the records in all sectors of the economy, look at the U-Win program for young graduates, the interns. There are testimonies to this fact. The other day, the president held a session with the young Nigerians. You saw testimonies. You saw people who could come out and say, I have benefited from it. I know friends of mine who have taken out the 10 million naira and whose lives have never been the same, not for them, for their families, and for even their unborn children. It means that this change is quietly taking place. Yes, we are not there yet. We're noticing what is happening in other parts even of the world. You notice what happened to Greece, to Spain, other European countries, austerity measures being brought in. It is not easy with the world economy generally. And again, with the political angle, the falling of oil prices, many things may not be able to be achieved at a particular time. But we look at the commitment of this Nigerian president. Look at his democratic antecedents. This is the first truly democratic president. He doesn't disobey court orders. He doesn't take arbitrary measures. He follows due process, and that's why people regard him as being weak.
I'm afraid
he is the man to move Nigeria to the future.
I'm afraid if I allow you, you're going to run on and on and on. But it's also good we take on the opinion of Ubong here. You don't seem to agree. Of course, you're a prophet of change. And
I would like to say I remain a proponent of change.
Okay.
Now, I have listened very intensively to my colleague, and I would like to point out some few objects of point.
Okay.
Now, when you look at Nigeria as a country, Nigerians are not lazy people. Let's be clear. Nigerians are hardworking people, and Nigerians are patient people. Nigerians are observant. They know when what is working and what is not working. Nigerians know when a system is working and when the system is not working. Now, I'm being objective, in my opinion, to say that why is Nigeria requiring for a change now is because they have looked at let's take for instance the tenure of President Goodluck Jonathan. Like he actually said, Goodluck has tried, nevertheless. He has done so well for Nigeria. He has done so much for Nigeria. He has tried as a president would do. But you see, there are some objective points that people have raised over the past months. People have raised objects of questions concerning corruption. How does the president tackle corruption? Now, people have raised objects of questions on employment in Nigeria. People have raised questions, the job security in Nigeria. Now, when you compare Nigeria with a country like Singapore, let's take for instance, Singapore is a smaller country. Now, it doesn't have any natural resources. Singapore doesn't have water. They actually use an irrigation system to drain their water. Now, when you compare Nigeria with Singapore, you find out that Singapore is among the top 3 ranking countries in the world in economy. Now, I may not argue with him to say that Nigeria is ranked in the global economy in Africa. But you see, when the statistics don't translate to human value, now you can have something on paper, but does it translate to physical well-being of Nigerians? Let's just do a survey. The average Nigerian on the road, you know, that's why I would like to say today that I prefer change in Nigeria. I prefer change, and that's why if you look at the man General Buhari, for instance, he's a man. Some people say he's weak, he's old, he's a dictator, he's not a democratic leader. Now all these are gimmicks, all these are sentiments. But when you see a man that is sound, a man that his opinion counts, and a man that can stand for what he means, a man that is not shaking, a man that is competent, I think I'll give it to Buhari. So come presidential election, I think APC will take it. Now let's look at the north. Buhari has a strong team he's working with. You know, when you take the likes of Amechi, likes of Yemisi in the southwest, and now you come to the north. You know, he was making a point that the north are very less in education about what they are doing in politics. But I'd like to challenge you. You know, every northerner, when you go to the north, I've been to the north. When you go to the north, you find them with their transistor radio on their ears every morning. All these malams walking around, they are tuned to politics. They know what they want, and you see. So I see Buhari sweeping the north, and with his team in the southwest. You know, combination of south. And even in Akwa Ibom State, and you can find out that the votes are divided. You cannot really just sleep in your house and say PDP will take over the election. No, it's not a gain anymore, because Nigerians are enlightened. Nigerians are awakened. You know, if you read the news, you find out that APC are doing what is called grassroots mobilization, going to the grassroots from house to house, even as well as to the market. And you know, the results is going to tell, because a lot of people want change. You see, change is a word. No, this word change, you cannot run away from it. It's inevitable. You cannot avoid it. You might postpone it, but it cannot be delayed. Change will definitely come if possibly Goodluck Jonathan emerges again as the next president. But you see, I'm very confident that some states ABC are going to sweep the elections. Okay. Yeah. So
as we get to wrap this up, Aniekeme Finbarr, if on Saturday Goodluck Jonathan loses, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but peradventure it happens, what do you see happening on Saturday for Goodluck Jonathan?
You know, Goodluck Jonathan is a Democrat completely. The APC candidate has no record of democracy. He is not a Democrat. But you know, Goodluck Jonathan cannot lose. There is no.
No, we're not saying.
But yes,
let's leave the APC candidate out of this.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you who is a Democrat and who is not a Democrat. He would accept the result of Saturday's March 28 election. He would accept it completely.
The rumors of interim government and
there is no interim government. It's unconstitutional. It doesn't come in. It doesn't come in at all.
So if Goodluck Jonathan loses on Saturday, you're very positive he's going to hand over?
Goodluck Jonathan will hand over power to who will win, and I know Goodluck Jonathan will win the election.
Thank you. Okay, gentlemen, I just want to thank you for coming on the program. I had absolute fun while it lasted. And as we get set to wrap this up, as we leave the studios now, let me start with you, Aniekeme. One word for Nigerian youths as we go out to vote on Saturday.
My one last word for Nigerians is that forward Nigeria, we must move the transformation forward. The change had already taken place. We are moving to the future.
One last word for Nigerians youth out there. I'll tell them change has come and it's time to vote for change.
Okay, and that's it on this edition of Frontlines. My name is Courage Mbon. I had the honor of having Aniekeme Finbarr and Ubong Inyang. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And we will return next week, of course, to congratulate who is going to win and also to commiserate with whoever is going to lose out. And we hope Nigeria would move forward. We hope Nigeria would continue to be Nigeria. Remember, vote, do not fight. Bye-bye, Nigeria.